Chapter 4, Section 4. There are some other clauses you need to watch out for, and some you need to get into your contracts. Try to get a clause put into your contract that makes an exception to packaging charges on digital distribution. Some record companies, and publishers as well, of digital sheet music play a dirty trick. They charge for packaging on digital distribution as if they can transmit a plastic CD cover and an album liner through telephone lines, cable networks, and wireless access points. Now, if you don't get your audit clause into your contract, there's little point in arguing about packaging on distribution recoupment, because many companies will not tell you what was distributed digitally and what was distributed physically. But if you can get the audit clause, attack this issue vigorously. Also, look for the reserve clause. Companies will hold a certain percentage of physical albums in reserve as a guard against flooding the market in a time of weak sales. The problem is that the cost of the albums held but not sold, and therefore not producing any royalties, are going to be charged against you, just as surely as the records that are selling. Some companies want to hold as much of a third of albums produced on a new release, which means you will be charged for the full number of albums pressed, but you will only be paid royalties on 2/3. See if you can get the reserve clause in your contract amended to require reserves of no more than 15%. Also, many record companies want to pay no royalties for records that they distribute as free promotional items, and yet those same records will be charged back against artists and their royalties. Many record companies also want to reduce or eliminate royalties on albums they put out at a reduced price. Try to negotiate a royalty rate floor for such sales and a similar clause for free distribution. One more time back to the cross-collateralization clause. There is now something called the 360 deal, which in essence is a cross-collateralization charge made large enough to fit you with shackles and chains, a metaphor you will appreciate once you listen to Chapter 5. Essentially, when you get a 360 deal with a record company, the record company has the rights to royalties for everything you do for the length of the term of the deal. You could sing on the street corner and owe your record company. I don't recommend your taking such a deal at all. But if you must, be sure to get that audit clause into your contract.